Okay guys, today we're gonna do a video on my book collection here. Despite Mario and my mushroom, let me take them out real quick in my backpack. Let's do my book collection. So here we got this dictionary that I got back in 3rd grade. This talks about definitions and stuff about basic words, hence this was given to me in 3rd grade. This says 17 most common English idioms and phrasal verbs. Never heard the word phrasal before, but I'm assuming that means words used in phrases, and I guess sentences in these cases too. It's pretty cool. And here's Playing with Power, Nintendo NES Classics. This is like a guide on how to play NES games. And it's not like the Nintendo Power magazines that you get monthly, where they have ads or they're inappropriate. No, they're just guides to NES games. Here we got the Night of Dawn from Magic Treehouse. We also have The Friendly Beasts, and we have Green Eggs and Ham, a classic. Who doesn't love Cat in the Hat? And we have Iron Man. Yeah, who doesn't love Iron Man? Oh, it's backwards. Hence I saw this tag, or this barcode right here. That's why I figured it was backwards. But yeah, this is Iron Man, Armored Adventures. Here's the Cars book, Driving Buddies. Who doesn't love cars? Here's The Missing Tooth, great book, especially for kids. I recommend it. Here's The Fire Cat. I also recommend this. This is a story about how a cat wants to become a firefighter, much like a dog or any person. Here's another Dr. Seuss book. It's Cat in the Hat, of course. Who doesn't love Cat in the Hat? Because that's what started Dr. Seuss. Here's Mama, Do You Love Me? Here's Curious George. Who doesn't love Curious George? Here's Be My Valentine, Charlie Brown. We got Be Nice to Spiders. We got Chester, story and pictures by Sid Hoff. We got Black Bear Cub by Smithsonian by Alan Lind, illustrated by Katie Lee. We got Baby Jesus. This just talks about Baby Jesus and how he came to be on Christmas. We got Transformers. Doesn't love Transformers. This is a cool book on how a car turned into a robot, like Bumblebee there, like you see on the. Oh yeah, it's called Sam's New Car, as you could see on the cover there of the book. We got Elements of Writing. I got this book for my writing class last summer. It's pretty cool. Or it wasn't for my class, I just got it as an extra, just so I can read about it. I should read about it, but fortunately I don't, because I always have new things in life coming up and stuff. Here's my notebook when I first had it in 7th grade, as well as some stuff in there. Got pictures of me and more of me, and oh yeah, prom, and some other stuff in there. Let me put that back together real quick. Oh, and I also forgot to show this off. Got some pictures of dogs, San Fran Giants, and pictures of me and best buddies in high school. Here's a Minecraft book. Here's an E3 2002 book. Pretty cool. Not, because it just talks about things that going to be at E3 2002. Interesting stuff is only here at the beginning. Sorry about that, I fell in. This is the real meat of my collection, as well as the NES guide. It's a guide to Super Smash Bros. Melee. Playing with Nintendo Power. Or at least it says the official guide from Nintendo Power. Official Nintendo Player's Guide. Nintendo's best in 4-player action. Here's talks. Ooh, merchandise. I didn't know it had merchandise there. It's cool. Here it just talks about the stages and the characters and the items and stuff. Basically everything you need to know about the game, and that's it. It's pretty dope. Next we got God Made Outer Space. Yes, I'm a Christian. This is another God-like book. It says, "Don't do that, Dexter." It's about how this kid Dexter shouldn't do stuff, and how he's being told by his parents not to do that. Here it talks about what is God like. I like this book because it's also about God, since I'm a Christian. Oh, I didn't know I got this there. Community Church of Joy. I like this book. Teaches you what God is like. Soy Stacks. Definitely one of my favorites too. I didn't make any of these. Any of these from the recipes as a kid. I just thought these were cool. Especially that Star Attack snack. That looks good. And, ooh, Slurps and party favorites. Definitely. Definitely look into that. You got the Lucky Baseball Bat. They should make that into a movie. You got Harry the Dirty Dog. We used to watch this this was a live action movie that is based on this book. I definitely recommend it. Here's a Bart Simpson book. It's basically a comic book. It's pretty dope. All the scenes of all the Simpsons characters in here in a comic book. It's pretty cool. We got a 2018 yearbook for my high school. It's just a basic yearbook showing all the students and events that happened and teachers and stuff that happened in 2018. Then here is another yearbook. What year is this? Oh, this is 2017. Yeah, again, this is all the stuff that happened in 2017. Teachers and students and events and stuff. Now we got Magic School Bus. Who doesn't love Magic School Bus? The best. We also got The Moon Was the Best. Wow, this is a huge, long book with a long flap like that. Crazy. I don't know what this book is about. I don't know if I've ever read this before or seen this before in my house. I guess it's about the moon. This is more about the moon, though, and other stuff in outer space called Outer Space. Oh, it's a sticker book. Yeah, put the stickers in the right places. I like that. Here's my construction book for when I took construction class back in high school. That was a great time. It's just notes about the construction terms. Here's Brown Bear, what do you see? Nice and colorful. I love the colors. These colors are amazing, especially with that purple cat, the blue horse, this yellow duck. Too bad there's a crease right here so that you can see half the animal on this side, half the animal on the other side. But they fixed that later on because despite the teacher and the kids, because they see the full animals. Woohoo, and the teacher. Okay, sorry about that, guys. My sister wanted to know what I was doing and stuff like that. Alright, let me put that there. Here's my 6th grade yearbook from when I was in 6th grade. Again, nothing too special, it's just a yearbook. Let's move on. Here's a Lego Chain Reactions book. It teaches you how to make things with these Lego pieces and stuff. There's those tutorials there. I should make this with my dad. Jeez. It was a loud noise just there. I don't know what that was. Here's another Jesus book. It's called Jesus is My Special Friend. I highly recommend you guys check out Jesus books. That's why I'm showing you guys Jesus. Talks about how this kid... Oh, there's a page ripped. Talks about how this kid um, lost his friends, but then he eventually became friends with Jesus because he's special. And he's the only friend he's got. Here's a Disney book. It's called Wish You Were Here with Minnie Mouse in it. Also has her other friends in here somewhere. Let me see. Yeah, there's Daisy Duck, and then I think that's Penny right there. I don't know who that is. Oh, this isn't the book I was thinking of. There's another book like this that I have with her, Daisy, and Penny. Like, I guess that's not it. I guess I can't find it. Here's Franklin's Secret Club with Franklin the Turtle. There was a guy on Twitter once that had the green turtle logo that looked very similar to Franklin the Turtle, and I said that's what it looked like to me, and he said he didn't know was he said who on earth was Franklin? I said Franklin the Turtle on Nick Jr. He said he didn't know who that was, and I was really shocked. But this is Franklin the Turtle. He's based on a book, and as you can see, he's also on TV because the TV show got inspired from the book series. I believe in '97. Then ended in early 2000s, and then came back as a reboot in 2013. Here's all the Franklin books you can get. I highly recommend you check out Franklin. It's really cool. Here's a Captain America comic book. Okay, sorry guys, I was interrupted again. I had to get my dog, and my sister asked me another question. But yeah, this is Captain America and stuff. It's a pretty cool book. Here's Supergirl with Team Luthor. I wonder if she teams up with Lex Luthor or something. Maybe that's why they say Team Luthor or something. I don't know. I haven't read the books that much. Here's Green Lantern, baby. Who doesn't love Green Lantern? Here's another Green Lantern book. It's called Green Lantern Corpse Quarterly. Here's Batman, Dark Legends of the Dark Knight. And here's Starman. They should make a movie of Starman. I'm surprised they haven't yet. Here's another Starman. This one's called Lolo Rules, and it's Starman versus Lolo versus Eclipso. So maybe he beats both of them or something. That would be cool. There's a Simpsons comic. Other Simpsons comic. Who doesn't love Simpsons comics? There's a Simpsons comic exclusively for 7-Eleven. Glad I got that. It's probably rare. There's another Simpsons comic. I think I got these comics either at a comic book store or at Comic-Con, but these are... I know I got the Marvel one, the later ones that I'm going to show you. Those I got at QuadCon. But these I think I got at a comic book store. Here's another Simpsons comic. Here's Amazing Spider-Man, Wolverine, and Spider-Man. These 4 comic books I got for sure at QuadCon earlier this year. Here's Find Peace and Faith. Talks about faith and stuff. Here is one of my Bibles. I wonder if I showed you guys my other Bible already. Oh, here it is. Here's one of my Bibles. It's pretty thick. I think I like this Bible more than I do this one. This one's not as long or thick as that one. Move this stuff out of the way. This thickness is a lot better. Not because it's shorter and thicker, but because it's more meaningful and interesting and stuff. Oh, I didn't know I had this. This is my dad's. It's tutorials on... This is a tutorial on Java for C programmers. But I can't really do that myself because it's too difficult, of course. It's probably given me a mistake. Here's Kirkwood Community College. That's the college I currently go to. Oh, and oh yeah, this was my notes uh for my summer class last year when I took Human Relations and Management. This is what HELP stands for: hope, encouragement, lifelines, and purpose. That's what we all have. This is another notebook that I use for school, except that. Or maybe my mom uses it. Here's a Winmar. Is this an agenda? Oh yeah, I think it is an agenda. This is what I used at my new high school here in Iowa when I moved here. Here's Organizational Behavior. This is also a book I used in my Human Relations class. Here is a student book. I don't know what kind of student book, but it's supposed to be given to me by oh yeah, this is Emily's again. I don't know how these books ended up in my room. My dad's book and my sister's book. I think this is just... oh yeah, this is a math book. As you can see, I didn't fill it up all the way because I used this other math book first. It's where I wrote all my math notes that I've taken in the past at Kirkwood here. And here's... just kidding. I thought this was something else. So this is just a bunch of blank pages for a future class. Let me see something real quick. Okay, this is what I was looking for. This is a book for my communications class that I took this summer. As you can see, it's kind of ripped there because I think I flipped through the pages kind of quick this summer. But it just talks about communications and culture in communication and relationships and stuff and groups, and it's really interesting. Glad I took this class. This was really interesting, and I think it'll help me in my career. Oh yeah, here it talks about communicating in intimate relationships and communicating in small groups. See, communication is everywhere in life. You can't avoid it because it's everywhere. Let me close that up. Here is a networking book that I have too. Just talks about it talks about introduction to networking, as well as wireless networking, and IP addressing, and cabling, and virtualization. It's really cool. Oh yeah, cloud computing too. There's a later chapter. Oh, wide area networks, and I think maybe local area networks. Oh no, network performance recovery. Oh, and security. That's cool. We only did chapters 1 through 6 and then chapter 8. We didn't do the other chapters. Alright, the last books I have to show you guys are this Python book. This Read 180 book that I got back in 6th grade. I also recommend you check out the Read 180 YouTube channel. That's also what we use. And talk about interesting stories. Read 180 YouTube channel and group and stuff. I don't know what else to call it. Give me a minute real quick. It's another math notebook, but It was for taking notes on another math book I have in another room. Piss. Fudge. So this book right here, this red and white and black one, it's an Microsoft Office 365 book talking about the introduction to computers. And this is a Python for Kids book. And I don't know what these notes are. I think some of them are for school, some of them are for work, but I'm not entirely sure. I have to look more into them. Sorry about that, guys. I'm kind of standing on my Chinese checkerboard here, and kind of losing my balance. Speaking of Chinese checkerboard, there's some stuff I forgot to show you guys in that stuff collection video. There's my Lego pamphlets and manuals, and these two drawers right here, the yellow and blue ones, are just for minifigures that I've collected in the past, even though I don't use those. Oh yeah, and here's my pencils. Here's my clips, and here's my stuff inside of my box here. Got a seashell. We got some sunscreen. We got, I don't know what this is. Oh, Florida keys. This is a DS, but it's not mine. I don't know why this is in here. It's my sister's. I think my DS is in my drawer. We got some $2 bills. We also have a $1 bill from Canada. Got some metal right there that I got from class. Left over. Try not to touch too much because you'll cut yourself. We also got some pictures of me from when I was a kid. And this is a wood widget. It's basically a practice piece for when I eventually made my projects and stuff. But that's basically it now, guys. That's my whole book collection. My next video will be on my hat collection. So stay tuned for that, guys. Peace out. Goodbye.